The nays are 1. 2/3 being in the affirmative. The rules are suspended. The bill is passed, and without objection, the motion to reconsider is laid on the table. Pursuant to Clause 8, Rule 20, the unfinished business is the vote on ordering the previous question on House Resolution 879, on which the
427 to 1, the final vote. The discharge petition has now passed. It will now go to the Senate. Back to our Capitol Hill correspondent, Nathaniel Reed. We'll keep this image from Capitol Hill up. But Nate, my question to you is this. With regards to the criminality, Ralph was talking about that. Nothing to indicate that the president has done anything criminally wrong. But one of the phrases I keep hearing over and over again, whether it be Bill Clinton or Larry Summers or anybody else who had anything to do with Jeffrey Epstein, it is, what did you know and when did you know it? There is the issue of morally, did members that had anything to do with Jeffrey Epstein do the right thing by maintaining a friendship after you found out that he was dealing with younger girls, the age of 14, because I have daughters. I can only imagine what my thought process would be if I knew somebody that had a relationship with somebody 50, 40, 60 years of age, what I would think about that particular person. Is there that concern on Capitol Hill that others may not have done anything criminally wrong, but morally they could be in a vice?
Absolutely, and I think that's exactly why you've seen the backers of this bill support it from the get-go. The handful of Republicans, nearly all Democrats who've signed on to this, who've tried to hang this as a major issue during this second Trump administration. I do want to note, as we were speculating just before the vote closed, that one lone no vote was not a typo. That was Representative Clay Higgins, the Republican from Louisiana. He just posted a statement in the last couple moments on X. He said, quote, I'll read this all for you here, Del. I have been a principled no vote on this bill from the beginning. What's wrong with this bill 3 months ago is still wrong today. It abandons 250 years of criminal justice procedure in America. As written, the bill reveals and injures thousands of innocent people, witnesses, people who provided alibis, family members, etc. All bold, if enacted in its current form, this type of broad reveal of criminal investigative files released to a rabid media will absolutely result in innocent people being hurt, not by my vote. The Oversight Committee is conducting a thorough investigation. It's already released well over 60,000 pages of documents from the Epstein case. That effort will continue in a manner that provides all due protections for innocent Americans. If the Senate amends the bill to properly address privacy of victims and other Americans who are named but not criminally implicated, then I will vote for that bill when it comes back to the House. And Del, to that point, the lack of criminal implication, kind of exactly the question you were asking me. That's precisely the reason, in some ways, why Representative Clay Higgins, the Republican from Louisiana, voted against this bill. And ultimately, it will now go to the Senate, near unanimous. It was not unanimous. Clay Higgins, the one Republican who voted against disclosing these files. Many others shifted their position, or at least appeared to shift their public position after President Trump came out in favor of this bill. But now there's the question of whether the Senate will take it up. Certainly Democrats will continue to make this an issue, led by Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer, who says he's going to try and force a vote on this as soon as today on the Senate floor. A lot of questions about whether that passes or whether that hits procedural hurdles. And to Representative Higgins' point, there's always the possibility that the Senate could make changes and that this saga we've dealt with so far is not done. This bill could always come back, if it's changed, to the House of Representatives for vote before, of course, it makes it to the president's desk.